what's up? I'm Evangeline, and I'm hanging out with the best kept secret that the fashion world is about to meet, Mr. Sam Sarpong.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
So, at what point in your life did you realize, wow, I'm a male supermodel?
I think I realized that I was a male supermodel.
After the sex change operation?
No.
I'm just kidding.
When I started going on my Hilfiger tours, I started doing these mall tours, and I would go with other models. And what happened was, I got so popular, they gave me my own mall tour, and there'd be like 2,000-3,000 screaming girls and having me sign boxers, and it was crazy. That's when I really realized that, wow, I'm pretty known or recognizable, you know?
Can you tell me, what's the difference that you've seen between males and female supermodels?
When I do jobs with a female model, we do the same exact job, and she gets paid 10 times more than I do. It's not fair, guys. Sam needs more money.
What is life like as a male supermodel?
To me, the lifestyle of a male supermodel, you live like a rock star. You know, it's like you fly on private planes, you're at parties on yachts, you're meeting, you know, the biggest celebrities in the world at parties, you're working with the most beautiful women in the world. You know, I mean, it really is what people say that it is. And the closest thing I could describe to being a male supermodel is like being a rock star.
You pretty much live in a fantasy world. So when you come back from that lifestyle, what keeps you grounded?
I mean, to me, what keeps me grounded is my family. I'm extremely close to my family. When I come home, you know, I spend time with my sister, my pops, my moms, you know, my friends. I have the same group of friends that I grew up with in high school, and it's like I hang out with them, we play basketball. Sam Sarpong is very low key and chill because I work and I party so much on the road. When I'm at home, I don't go out in LA. You'll barely ever see me at red carpet events unless it's something real important. And that's, you know, that's what keeps me grounded is my family and my friends.
Is there competition between guys in the fashion industry?
First time I went to Miami, I was with Tyson, partied with Tyson in Miami. You know, when I would go to Magic conventions, I'd be with Tyson, you know, right by his side. So he actually gave me a lot of advice. It means a lot to me what he did for me in the whole fashion game. And whenever I do interviews, Tyson Beckford is always the first cat that I plug because he was incredible.
Which do you prefer, working campaigns or walking the runway?
You know what? They're both special in their own way. One thing I love about the runway is when I'm on that runway, I really do feel like a rock star because, like I said before, all eyes on you, everybody's looking at you, and you're coming down, and it's all about you selling the product. Now, when I love shooting campaigns, because when I shoot campaigns, you know, you get to bring your own flavor into it, and especially somebody like me that's been doing it for so long, a lot of the designers, they take my input and they like to, you know, Sam, how would you rock this, or how would you rock that? So I really like working with the designers on a personal level when I do the campaigns, and it really allows you to be creative.
So out of all the designers you've worked for, who would you say understands branding the most?
Tommy Hilfiger, you know, he got his stuff on Rockstars when he first started, and without doubt, I would say Christian Adige. I mean, I remember having a meeting. I've known Christian for 7 years. I remember having a meeting with him 3 years ago, and you know, he'd been telling me everything he was gonna do with his brand, and now to see it be the biggest brand in the world, it's incredible. Now Christian has his own car by Escalade. He has another car by Yukon. He has another car by, you know, the Smart Gas.
That's 3.
He has 3 cars. They're building a hotel in Dubai. And basically, I just got back from the Magic convention. He had his own trade show. So T.I. and all these other people that have their own line, they showed at his trade show. He had T.I. perform, Macy Gray. I mean, the guy is the biggest designer in the world right now. So when it comes to branding, Christian Adige by far gets it, and his key was getting it on celebrities.
So tell me, what's the craziest thing you've had to do for a runway show?
So I got to this shoot, I'm in makeup for like 3-4 hours. It took 3-4 hours to take the makeup off after the show. They put blonde hair on me. Like, I look like Wesley Snipes in Tu Wong Fu.
Oh my God, yeah, I remember that.
I was so mad because my booker didn't tell me.
So tell us about your clothing line, Future Stars. How involved are you?
I'm very hands-on. You know, I have a designer that I work with, and I come up with designs, and I go, you know, I'll call him, you know, sometimes it'll be late at night, and I'll be like, yo, hi, I have an idea, this and that. It's starting to blow up. You know, a lot of people in young Hollywood are wearing it. My homegirl, Drew Sidor, she rocks it. We got the Ollie girls from Sunset Tan wearing it. A A lot of models are wearing it, and you know, it's taking LA by storm. Now, you know, we're about to open up our first Future Star Collection store in Taiwan. I hooked up with a company out there in Taiwan, RTC and Coors Light, and we're gonna open up our first flagship store in Taiwan. So, you know, I just went out there and we were looking for stores in the right place. We're gonna open it probably like in the Melrose area of Taiwan,
nice.
and then next year we're gonna open one in Hong Kong also. I love what Justin Timberlake's doing with his line, William Rass. I love what Kamora Lee Simmons has done with Fat Farm. I think Kamora Lee is amazing, and of course the granddaddy of them all, P. Diddy. You know what he's done with his line, Sean John, is just amazing, and these are some of the guys that I've really studied. And you know, I know Future Stars is gonna be huge because our main thing is doing custom pieces and just not just mass producing, but doing stuff that people love and keeping it small. That's what makes your line great to me.
So tell me, does being a top model help with the ladies?
Does being a top model help with the ladies? I would definitely say yes, because it's just like guys. Guys always, what do they always say? Oh, my girl's a model, or this girl's a model. You know, it's like this myth where people want to be with models. So I would say definitely, you know, when you're a supermodel, girls want to date you. Girls want to meet you. If I'm at a club, there's going to be girls that come over to my table just because they know who I am. I mean, that's realistic. But, you know, for me, I don't tell girls what I do. So at the end of the day, if they're going to like me, they're going to like me for being Sam. It's not going to be because I'm a model.
What's the worst part of modeling?
I would say the worst part about modeling is really funny, because the worst part is also the best part. The worst part is traveling. I travel so much, and the only reason why it's bad is because I'm always away from my family. But I literally, honestly, I spend so much time traveling from city to city to city. And you know, for modeling, you have to. You know, the basis of modeling is always outside of LA.
Who's your favorite female model?
My favorite, I don't know if I have a favorite female model, but I would say the best female model I've ever worked with is my homegirl, Erin Extel. She is truly amazing. We did a GQ shoot together years ago, and this girl is awesome. Like, I've known Erin for about 6 years. I met her when she first started modeling, and you know, just every shot that you get of this girl, she just gives you something different, and she's just a natural. So I would say Erin Extel is the best female model I've ever worked with.
Aside from modeling, you also act, you host, you do music. Can you tell us some of your upcoming projects in acting?
Right now I'm working on a comedy show for TBS called Frank Television. It's kind of like a period piece. You know, we do a lot of skits from the 60s and things like that. And then I also did a pilot this year for Showtime called The Clinic, where I play a DEA agent, and that was really cool because I got to look older and I had to grow up my beard. I also did that with supermodel Caroline Diamore. She co-stars in the pilot with me, and playing a DEA agent was cool.
Last year you won an award for Favorite Male Host. Now you're working for the Soap Network. Can you tell us about that?
Working for the Soap Net is cool, and hosting is great for me because apart from working for the Soap Network, I work for a lot of other people, you know, independently, whether it be doing a special for E, whether it's, you know, hosting Spring Break for S-Trips, you know, which is one of the biggest spring break companies in the world out of Canada. So, you know, I get to do a lot of things with hosting, and I've hosted Donald Trump's Miss California the last 4 years. So I love hosting because you get to be yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And I get to interview a lot of celebrities.
Now you're also a rapper, and you're huge in Asia. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, my group, The League, we've been huge in Asia for like 10 years, and we just got back. I was out there touring all summer long. Tour bus, living on a tour bus, and we're #2 right now behind Coldplay, you know, and our album Alter Ego is doing really well, and you know, I just got back doing a Coors Light tour for 50,000 people. So it's like my life out there is like photo shoots, radio, and you know, we're as big as you can get in Asia.
Since you love shopping so much, what will be your next big splurge?
I want to get myself a Range Rover. My friend Supermodel, who you guys all know, Angeline, she has a Range Rover, and she lets me drive it a lot of the times. And I recently got to drive one to the Dancing with the Stars premiere party, and that's what I want. You know, I'm gonna get myself a Range Rover within the next year.
Any last words for you? We love you for your mohawk, your mohawk. We love you for your mohawk.
Mohawk. Well, thank you for loving me for my mohawk. Thank you for a great interview, and I had a good time.
I had a great time. Thanks,
One love.
Sam.
It's been real.